The American Legion is one of the most powerful voices in Washington. It's because of you, our strong grassroots presence. Veterans across the nation depend upon you to help make sure that the nation does right by them. The most important meeting the members of Congress will have that relates to the American Legion will be the one that they have with you as their constituent. As you know, we're always working hard to make sure everyone knows about the good work that the American Legion does around the world. Our next speaker, Ms. Denise Rohan, is the past department commander of the Department of Wisconsin and the chair of the Membership and Post Activities Committee, and she will give us an update on our current membership drive.
Good morning, Commander Kautz, President Thomas, Commander Hunsinger, distinguished guests, members of the American Legion family. As you already know, you're in good hands with the American Legion because we are everywhere you want to be. Back in 1919, when we were founded, the name the American Legion meant something to the citizens across this nation. We didn't need a catchy tagline. People knew that the American Legion was a group of veterans who were taking care of veterans, their families, and their communities. To many people, the American Legion was how they spelled relief. Well, now as our bodies are going snap, crackle, and pop, the nation has forgotten who we are and what we stand for, what the American Legion is all about. And even some of our members have forgotten why they joined in the first place, and they are leaving our ranks. There is probably no one in this room who can remember when past National Commander Harry Comrie drafted the GI Bill of Rights. But I'm pretty sure you have all heard and read about that great piece of legislation, which was signed into law by President Roosevelt in 1943. My guess is that everyone in this room has benefited from that piece of legislation in one way or another. It was just 3 years after the signing of that great piece of legislation that the American Legion reached 3 million members, 3.3 members to be exact. What a wonderful time that must have been. It was a time when our representatives sought us out to get our opinions on how to govern this nation. Our governor would actually come to our department headquarters the Monday following our state convention to hear about our resolutions and our concerns. The nation knew who we were, what we stood for, and veterans wanted to join our ranks. The news of our accomplishments spread throughout the nation very quickly. And what an incredible feat that must have been without the convenience of social media, mobile phones, and television campaigns. The news spread fast because each member took membership and their passion for the American Legion personally, and they asked folks to join them, and then they gave them a reason to stay. They shared in one single purpose: making America a better place to live. In 1946, as part of the growth to 3.3 million, over 2,500 new posts were started. These new posts were a catalyst for growth and growing our organization. Posts were built where veterans resided. It just made sense. And now the question is, can it be done again? 7 years ago, past National Commander Spinogle delivered a presentation to the entire leadership. In his message, the past National Commander pointed out that if we didn't change how we were doing things, it would be crazy to expect better results. Even though his briefing was focused on our DMS program, the content of his message centered on all aspects of membership. He stated that in 5 years, we would find ourselves with a membership of 2.5 million. Well, that membership 7 years later is 2.4, and it is trending downward. A shrinking membership base affects everything. Fewer members, less activities, less new leaders, less new ideas, fewer volunteers, and the list goes on and on, to include less clout here in Washington, D.C. Now, by no means do I need to leave you feeling like you're defeated and believing that our membership is in such a state that we can't recover from these years of decline. We are still an organization to be reckoned with, and our support of our programs like Operation Comfort Warrior, our legacy scholarships, and our Americanism and children and youth programs are proof of that. Let these successes be a launching pad for us to do even better. Considering the serious losses that are being endured by many organizations, the American Legion is doing pretty well. We have done and are doing a lot of things right. However, our membership has not been faring so well. Since 1994, our membership has been on a downward trend, and we have to reverse it. That will require work on all of our parts. It's time for us to help eligible veterans understand that in order for us to continue to help our current and our future veterans, we need members to pay it forward. And the best way to do that is to become members of an organization, members of a family that has almost 100 years of proven continuous service. Members and posts are the lifeblood of the American Legion, and we need to put a plan in place that will restore us to our glory days that some of you may remember. Our challenge in a nutshell is to reverse a trend, stop the membership slide, and design a long-term plan to get us there. And we have done that, and that plan will be presented to the NEC in the May meetings. It begins by keeping our approach simple. We need to bring in more members than we lose and keep those that we already have. It sounds simple, doesn't it? But here's the hard part. We as leaders have to be able to influence those around us to want to do the same. We are all an important part of this process. We have reached a time where we, as leaders of the American Legion and the American Legion family, must make a number of decisions that I believe will have a far-reaching and long-lasting impact on our membership. We have to create a culture of growth. As we get closer to celebrating our 100th year of service, let us not forget the things that will get us there, and that is a strong membership base and active posts in all available local communities across this country. Posts with programs that are designed to improve the quality of life for America. As veterans, we know better than anyone the importance and the value of service. Let's be willing to show others what that means. We need to be open to new ideas. We need to serve as mentors to others. We need to build posts in every community where there is one needed. And we need to continue to remind ourselves that a veteran is a veteran. These are all things that were pointed out to us in October of 1997 through a document known as a Blueprint for the 21st Century. That document was reaffirmed in October of 2012 during the fall meetings, and those resolutions are tools for success. Each resolution spells out very clearly what would be required to continue to be successful in the 21st century. One highlight, particular in this document, was the need to build posts. This area of building posts had such an impact on one department and one person that he immediately returned to his department, conducted training, and put into place a team to oversee doing just that, revitalizing and building posts across his state. Thanks to Al Ford and the Department of Michigan for leading the way. The work in Michigan became a launching pad for many other departments who followed a similar path over the years. Departments like Oklahoma, Wisconsin, North Carolina, Georgia, Massachusetts, Illinois, Vermont, New York, and Colorado all continue to grow their membership through the simple tool called post-development and revitalization. There are many other tools that are designed and put into place but never used. The national staff cannot do this for us. The national staff can give us knowledgeable personnel. They can give us wonderful brochures like the ones you found on your seat when you came in. These are new brochures. There's a limited quantity available in the back of the room, but if you need more, please contact National Headquarters and they will send you more. This one, why you should belong looks the same, but it is different, and how we help. Please make sure you take these back to your states. The national staff can give us some administrative support as we need it, but the job of accomplishing this membership task lies on us. It will take those of us in this room to be and become the leaders we need to be, to influence those around us and at the department, district, and post levels to do their part to grow this organization. When membership is declining, the American Legion becomes less effective and less important at all levels. We need to remind our communities who we are and what we stand for, and invite all eligible veterans to join our ranks and to join our family. So let's not just take our legislative priorities for the 113th Congress up the hill. Take it back to your communities and show the country that we are still fighting for a better America. We are still a force to be reckoned with. Show our current day heroes that we are fighting for them and we need their help to become a member of the greatest veteran service organization in this country, the American Legion. Help us show this country that, like a good neighbor, the entire American Legion family will continue to be there, taking care of our veterans, their families, and our communities. Thank you.